It was fun while it lasted. Kawhi Leonard has been out for the past two games with a sprained ankle, and the Clippers are on a two-game losing streak. But instead of being sad about the injury or the time he's about to miss, I think this is a cool opportunity for us to really reflect on how great Kawhi has been this past couple of months and celebrate the incredible level that he was playing at and how he dragged this team from NBA purgatory to playoff contention. And to put into context what he did, let's start off with some statistics. He's been averaging 28.3 points per game, which is on pace for a career high. At 34 years old, in year 14, he's shooting 50% from field goal range. He's shooting 37% from three. And he's upped his threes from 5 to 6 this year and close to 7. He's almost at 7. And prior to his injury, he had scored at least 20 points in 45 games consecutively, which was a franchise record. And speaking about the team, 1.16 and 21, they turned that around and they're now 500 at 34 and 34. I believe they're one of the first teams to ever do that in a season, or they are the first team to do that in a season. And in March, Kawhi turned the Clippers into offensive juggernauts. They had an offensive rating of 125.9, which was first in the league, and they were rolling in every facet offensively. They were shooting 50% from the field, they were shooting 38% from three, which was fourth in the league, and they were generating 28 free throws a game. And despite not having a traditional point guard for large periods of time on the court, they were still fifth in turnovers in the league, which is a phenomenal feat for a team in these conditions. And you know what the most interesting stat I found was? The Clippers are averaging 18.3 fast break points a game. The Clippers, who started the season off as the oldest team in the league, the Unction, somehow the Clippers have turned themselves from being this old and slow, a team which couldn't even defend a parked car, into a team that is generating steals, that is disrupting offenses. That honestly, that stat, it just deserves a standing ovation. Shout out to Jeff Van Gundy. Shout out to the identity that Ty Lue has instilled in this team, because that is impressive. Honestly, that's impressive to get a team to buy in after starting the season so badly. Wow. And another thing that stat highlights is the incredible work that Trent Roden, the Clippers GM, has done with this roster. The way that he was able to maneuver in a hard situation with a team that was old and ineffective, and how he has put so many things in place through the draft and through trades to create an ecosystem of young players who are developing, and while still having a core of players who, even though they're older, are still brilliant and effective in their roles, has been brilliant. Look at the players they have under 23. You have Benedict Mathurin. You have Yannick, who's probably going to be the center of the future for this team. You have Isaiah Jackson, who's 24, and even players who are still under 30. You still have Darius Garland. You have John Collins, who's still, for how many years he's been in the league, he's still under 30. Jordan Mill came out of nowhere and has been a brilliant offensive piece for this team. And then even though he's still a bit over 30, Chris Dunn has been playing at an all-NBA defensive level. And you still have Derrick Jones Jr., who's giving you high-level minutes. And so what Trent has done to turn this team into making them simply competent around Kawhi Leonard has been brilliant. In February, I think they had one of the best defensive ratings. I think they were limiting teams to 110 points per game. And it's all because of this, because Trent has created this ecosystem of just hard-nosed defense, of tenacity, of effort that each of these players has. They are truly brilliant role players to have around a superstar like Kawhi. And for a team that started in no man's land, honestly, you just have to tip your hat to him at the work that he's done, making the right moves at the right time, trading James Harden, trading Zubac. You really can't ask for more from the organization, from a coaching level, from a superstar level, from role players, from the GM. Literally, owner, owner, we don't know. But in every other aspect, this team has been incredible.